from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. Minnesota Vikings taking on the visiting team.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be our visitors taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. Jefferson moving in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Operating from the gun, Wall. And that one too wide and incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Back to throw again. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The Vikings send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
They'll start this drive out on the ground, and they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Escaping the pressure right. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, it's Yates. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Their bread and butter is their passing game. After that last play, maybe they need to go back to that passing game.
You know, what's been good for them along the way is they understand their identity. They are a passing team, but they do like to mix in the run every now and then just to keep people off balance. Didn't work very well on that one, but all in all, I like their philosophy.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 37 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage.
Touchdown! A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Egyptians get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Back to throw. Wall. In trouble, and he's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
3rd down and 10. He'll look to throw. For Marshall, that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Back to throw here. Being chased out left. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Kelly. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Vasquez. Touchdown! A great play there. 27 yards. And the Egyptians have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now a give right side. Lawrence. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. Here's 3rd and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
And now they're in the hurry-up. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Buying time to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. Oh, that really would have been something to see, but he's denied by the framework.
Do you remember seeing David Akers in Green Bay a few years ago on opening day? He had a 63-yarder to end the half, hit the crossbar,
and he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Throw out wide is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Fighting to stay upright. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. 2nd and 11. So as the medical staff takes pressure, gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So what a play there in the final minute of this first half. They get the interception. More importantly, their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, and that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room. No points on the board. Not playing well defensively. Deflated. And now, things may have changed for them.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. That's caught by Kelly. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Flushed out right. This is caught. It's Woods. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Yates. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got it. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Egyptians take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. It's to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The Vikings send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Airing it out deep for Woods. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They give him a gain of 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Taken down at the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. 2nd and 6. Touchdown! A great play there. with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Egyptians will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Extra point forthcoming. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Well, another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
The Vikings on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Wall. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Wall. That's complete. It's Collins. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Completes this to Addison out left. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. 2nd and 5. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sand. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. He'll buy some time right. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Second down and 4. Looking to throw. Watkins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Out to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. On 4th down, Watkins. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Egyptians extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wall. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Operating from the gun. Wall. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To Jefferson on the slant. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st down, Wall. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Now 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Wall. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. A 10-play drive that time. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. This taken in right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, so the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for our visitors, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.